How's it going, guys? Here we got our first look at NHL 19 in the form of a teaser, so I'm just going to play this for you guys right now. It's very, very short. As you can see here, we have a guy out on a pond, just kind of dangling around, and he's going to clap on the back of the net, and that is really it. NHL 19, full reveal June 20th at the NHL Awards. Obviously, that's just a couple days away from now, so very excited for that. A couple things here, I guess. The first thing would be the fact that we have a guy skating out on an outdoor rink here, a little pond in like the middle of the Rocky Mountains by the looks of it. Obviously, we have had outdoor rinks before with the Winter Classic arenas, but I don't think we've ever had like a rink like this, so that is pretty cool to see. Other than that, really don't know what we see here. Like, don't think, you know, any of the moves he does really matter. I think, you know, he's just kind of doing whatever he is. Obviously, this isn't gameplay, this is real life. Now, one thing noted there is to note, there's like a little glitch here. So finally found it for you guys. As you can see right there, it says EA Sports Chell 19. Obviously, Chell's like the nickname for the EA Sports NHL series. They never called a game Chell before. This one is still called NHL 19, but they're hinting at something there with Chell. So very interested to see what they do. Obviously, this is a teaser. There really isn't much there other than like the Chell 19 thing and the glitch. And this guy playing by himself in an outdoor rink in the middle of Rocky Mountains. So maybe you can do like the free skate mode in an outdoor rink opposed to an NHL arena. That'd be kind of cool. Other than that, like, yeah, this is a 19-second teaser. I've probably already overanalyzed it too much. Little Chell 19 thing was like the biggest thing, and then of course the full reveal June 20th. And in regards to our reveal on June 20th, you can see he'll be getting the NHL 19 cover athlete. Very excited to see who that is. New features, that makes sense. And then a first look at the trailer, so very excited for all three of those things. Also in regards to the cover athlete, EA kind of teased this earlier today on Twitter. You can see right here, it says, we'll give you a hint, he's never been on the cover before. So everyone that wanted to see Ovi hoisting the Stanley Cup on the cover of NHL 19, that is not going to happen. So, I mean, that would have been a sick cover. I saw a couple mock-ups I thought looked amazing. Unfortunately, it's not going to be happening. So it just says here, who's next? Obviously, it's not going to be one of those 6 guys either. It's going to be a brand new player. Now, if you look at this like silhouette here of the player next to NHL 19, someone actually found this picture of Subban and says it's very, very similar. So maybe it could be PK Subban. I mean, I'm not sure that the silhouette here is from the cover. They could have just used a random NHL player silhouette just to tease us. But if this silhouette is from the cover, it does give us a couple more pieces of information. The first thing obviously would be that it's not a goalie. A lot of people thought maybe Fleury would make the cover. Seen a couple nice Fleury covers. Unfortunately, it looks to be a player. Also, the player looks to be right-handed, so I thought maybe Taylor Hall could be on the cover. Same with Kucherov. Both those guys, though, are left-handed. This guy's pretty obviously a right-handed player. Now, still could be McKinnon. I think McKinnon would be a great cover athlete, especially after the season he had. Austin Matthews, I think, is also left-handed. I know a lot of people wanted to see Matthews. So, I mean, the big question, I guess, is whether or not this silhouette's from the cover or not. If it's not, then those guys I mentioned, Matthews, Hall, Kucherov, I think all definitely have a shot to cover. Obviously, they're all big-name players, had great seasons. And a couple other things about the cover, guys. If you haven't seen this yet, on the EB Games website, they actually have like the default cover, I guess you'd call it. So that's probably what the background's going to look like. The logo there, and of course, there'll be a player in front of that background behind the logo. Also, Madden actually has a Hall of Fame edition, so I'm wondering if NHL will get something like that. Would be very cool if there's like a legend on the cover of that game. And one other thing I wanted to show you guys, this is a look at the FIFA 19 cover. Now usually like all the EA Sports titles have similar looking covers, so S7 actually made a mock of what an NHL 19 cover could look like based on the FIFA cover. So there's Ronaldo. Now he's got OV in it. Obviously we know OV can't be on the cover. That is what it might look like. If that is the style they go with, personally I'm not a huge fan of it. I definitely prefer like if they use that background. That was on the EB Games website. I feel like it's just too plain for me. But maybe that's just me, so definitely let me know what you guys think. In regards to the cover, I know I've given out like a bunch of ideas. If I had to like pick one player, obviously that silhouette does really look like Subban. For me, it's definitely Subban or McKinnon, I think. Subban just because that's who like the silhouette looks like, and then McKinnon just because he had such a crazy year. And I know like with last year's game, they were trying to like get a younger cover athlete, it seemed. Obviously, that's why they went with McDavid, and the fact he's, you know, best player in the world. McKinnon also is another young player that kind of just emerged this year, so that could make sense as well. And I just thought of something that I think would be really cool. Don't think they've ever done this, and that'd be to have actually multiple players on the cover. I guess with NHL 16 they tried to do it, but it didn't really work out. But I think, you know, if they had like 3 players on the cover, say like Subban, McKinnon, Austin Matthews, Subban, McKinnon, Hall, something like that, just a trio of awesome players. Maybe even like a goalie, so you could have Fleury, Subban, McKinnon. I think that would be like so sick, as they've always just had the one guy. Maybe having multiple players on the cover, kind of like the old FIFA covers, would be something new and different, and could work out really well. But obviously, we'll find out all this in 2 days. I'm just giving my speculation here. We'd love to hear from you guys who you think will be on the cover / deserves to be on the cover. Besides that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave the thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. Gonna have a ton of videos breaking down all the NHL 19 news as it comes out.